Hi everyone, I haven't been doing much crochet lately. Been so busy keeping up with all my summer chores and not even doing that very successfully lately. But roll on winter when I can laze around and do more crochet. So I wanted to show you a wrap I started just a little while ago, and I need to have it done by the beginning of April, so I need to really get a move on. So I'm doing this for a special occasion coming up in April, and I'm working crossways. So say this is my neck, and this will be down the bottom of my back nearly to my hips, and so I started this end and I'm just going to keep on going until it's long enough. And this is the same pattern that I did the cows with, but doesn't it look completely different? Well, to me it looks completely different when it's just a plain colour, and so it's going to be really pretty. So I got this yarn from Spotlight in New Zealand, the Starlight. Now it's so hard to see, but it's got little glittery bits. There you go, you can see a little bit. Now this green doesn't look the right green. I'll take a photo and put it in, but you can see how it's glittery, but the pink doesn't show up in the video or a photo very well with the glitter, but you can definitely see it in person. But look, in the shady bit here, you can definitely see it's all the glitter everywhere. It's going to be gorgeous. It's going to be for a wedding, so quite fancy, I hope, but it would be lovely for evening or weekend to go out as well. And don't you just love my yarn bowl? Isn't it great? Nothing comes out, plenty of room. It's an $8 rubbish bin from the warehouse. So I've actually got a couple now. I've got another one with a shawl I haven't finished. But anyway, I just wanted to go over again the stitch of how to do this. And so excuse my fumbling, but I thought I would show you just how to do this very simple stitch. See you soon. Right, here we are. So I found it quite handy. I always put a stitch marker on when I finish now, so if it's accidentally pulled, it never comes undone. Before I started using stitch markers, I used to lose a row or two, so I'll just take that out. So I'm actually using a 5.5mm hook for this yarn, but I think it said about 4.5, but I just do my own thing. I never worry about what size they recommend. I just do what I think looks best. I just do a bit of a trial and then take it out if I don't like it. I start all my things like this with my Chainless Foundation. Sorry, I forgot the name. I've got another video called the Chainless Foundation, and I absolutely love it. And you can't tell, it just looks just normal. It just looks really nice. It's how I start everything, and I find it's not all tight and screwed up. If I just do a row of chain and then a row of single crochet or double crochet, then I find I'm just very, very tight. So it's up to you. I do chain 2 at the beginning here. If you think it looks better with chain 1, that's fine, but I chain 2 to start with, and then right where the first stitch is, right where it comes out here, I always go into that first one, but I'm going to go into the back. So I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into the back loop, and then yarn over, pull it through, yarn over, pull it through, and yarn over. Treble UK. When I've done that first one, I've found it's very, very helpful that I put my stitch marker in to find the end of the row. But what I do is I put it on the very first stitch. I don't pick up both, I just pick up that very first stitch that's in the front. So there's both stitches. Oops, There's the back stitch of those two, but I'm picking up the first one, and you'll see why when I get to the end of the row. It just makes it easier for me to find it. So yarn over and go into the back. There's your two, but I go into the back and I just finish my UK treble, US double, I think, and I just keep doing that. And that is every single row. That's all it is. So you just work your way along and it comes out lovely and soft. A baby blanket would be lovely in this too, or even a top, a cardigan. So that's all it is. I'm just going to work my way across, and when I get to the other end, I'll show you why I love using the stitch markers now. So I'll be back very soon. So that's just really simple. Okay, back soon. Right, so I'm just at the end of this row, so yarning over into the back of that stitch. Whoops. One more. And then at the stitch marker, it was in the front, but now because I've turned, it's in the back, so I just have to go into that one stitch, because the actual stitch, let me pick this up, is actually in the front here. There's both pieces, and if I'd picked up two, I'd still be struggling to find this one, especially when you're using a bigger hook. So I just pick that up and I can go straight into that one, because I know it's just the back one. So I'll show you again. So then I turn, I chain two. You can just do one if you want to. I don't know why I do two. That's what the edge looks like. So I could do one and it wouldn't be so gappy. I should actually try that. So just try things to suit yourself. So yarn over, and right underneath where you've done those chains, I go into the back loop. I don't miss one. So there are the two loops, and I'm going to pick up what I call this first one. It just is a little bit in front of this one. So I'm going to pick up this one. Does that make sense? So let me find my, need to take it off the other end. So I'm just going to pick up that first one. And then I keep going, yarn over, and I go into the next stitch. So when I get to the end and I turn it round, of course it's at the back. It's such a simple pattern, and I like to stay simple. I'm not as fancy as everyone else, but I hope that's given some of you another look at this gorgeous wee pattern, and I hope you're having a really good week. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.